we saw earlier that when the septage remains in the septic tank for a short duration, the septage of fecal sludge is called a fresh fecal sludge. What is the characteristic of fresh fecal sludge? The proportion of readily or slowly biodegradable organic matter is very high. This whole thing, right? This is readily biodegradable. This is slowly biodegradable, but still it is biodegradable. And the particulate non-biodegradable part is small, this one. And there is a very small dissolved non-biodegradable part. Right? So what does this tell us? It means that this sludge that has come out of this containment is still not fully stabilized and may need to be further stabilized before you can co-treat. It seems to indicate that. All right. Now let's look at digested fecal sludge. So here in digested fecal sludge, which pretty much comes from septic tanks, it has remained in the septic tank maybe for 2 to 3 years or even more. It can come from a pit. It could have remained there for 8 years and so on. And here the predominant portion is particulate non-biodegradable part, because this sludge has already undergone degradation and it has come to a non-biodegradable state, that become inert, right? So here, this is particulate, means that you can also settle it out. So what it means is that solid liquid separation will remove this big chunk of this big chunk of the waste, and only remaining small part here, which will then need to be co-treated. So a solid liquid separation seems to make a lot of sense for digested fecal sludge. Whereas if you have a fresh fecal sludge, you may need to do some further digestion of the sludge before you can start thinking about co-treating it. Right? I mean, these are general principles I'm talking about. So what kind of general approaches can we have? If you have a fresh sludge, which is highly biodegradable, you will see from the strong odor, and that is also a poor settleability. Even if you did solid liquid separation, you find that the separation of solid and liquid is not so efficient for fresh sludges. So a biodigestion could be a good initial step then to stabilize the sludges. And the effect of that will be that your BOD will be reduced, solids will be further reduced, better solid liquid separation and less odor. So this will be the advantages of having this biodigestion upfront. If you have a septage coming from septic tanks and other things where the solid liquid separation step up front will help, because a lot of the particulate matter can be removed, and that the organics and the BOD that goes with it is also removed together. And the effect is that a large portion of the solids and a big portion of the BOD is also removed. So here, the solid liquid separation seems to be called for. And finally, if you're coming from dry pits, this is a case in Africa and some countries where water-free toilets are used, so very little water. So this can be a direct dewatering stage can be applied. And only the liquid that remains, very small quantity, that needs to be co-treated.